Hiya, my name's Nick. Welcome to the Bear's Paws. What can I get you?
Hello, hello. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you let me know? Well, that would be just swell. And how are we? Are we alright? Kirsty, Mandy, and Botrix. Botrice has correctly joined the channel. I am delighted with that. Well done. Let's see if it works tonight, Botrix. You better bleed not do. Otherwise, there's going to be geared the lid. So how are we? Is everyone here? Are we all doing alright? Are we all full of the joys of spring now that autumn has joined the party? Oh, it's not ridiculously warm. I've not had the heater on all day, apart from the last sort of 20 minutes or so, because it's quite cool in here. Even though it's been nice out, it's yeah. Autumn is definitely starting to put its grips into the weather, even though we're having a little bit of Indian summer. Pitch black, pissing down with rain. Nice hat, other hat it is. I like it. Makes me look sort of 1940s, doesn't it? A 1940s gumshoe. Thank you. How are you doing? Alright? We're still on the leffy. Rained all day there. It will do. You're only down the bleeding road. Esther, how you doing? You okay? Lovely hat it is. I like it. Never thought I'd get away with being able to wear it, but I think it's it brings out the colours in my eyes. You know what I mean? So yeah, we have beer. Bought a litre Stein, which is got 3 bottles of Leffe in it at the moment. There will be a piss break at some point, I can guarantee you that. Absolutely guaranteed. What was I going to tell you? I was going to tell you something, wasn't I? Of course it was going to rain today. Of course it was. It's the second day of the British Musical Firework Championships on Victoria Park in Southport. It always rains for that. I had to go and pick Jess up yesterday. Last night she went with her mates to go and watch it. And she vomited because she wasn't feeling well. Dad, can you rescue me? So I went and picked her up. Made my way through the crowds and it was really busy. Really, really busy. Nice to see. The town was absolutely heaving. On the way in, loads of people making their way out. Towards where it was being held, loads of people who hadn't paid were just outside in the streets because that's all cordoned off. It was heaving. And she's still not well today. 3 little buckles. Been raining in that there London too. It must be bad if it's raining in bloody London. Fireworks there as well. Seems to be a thing. Blackpool have got fireworks as well, haven't they? Steve! Yes, there's no way on earth I can raise this glass with the other hand. Not a chance. Not even empty, I don't think. Jess texted me earlier on. She's still not feeling well, so she's tried to send a message to the boss saying there's a good chance she won't be in tomorrow. If you've got anything, you need to be really careful working in a nursery because obviously kids are like sponges. They will just absorb absolutely every last germ you can think of. And sure, we don't want that. We don't want that. But hopefully it's only a 24-hour bug or something that comes and goes and she's back to normal afterwards. That would be nice. I doubt it, but it would be nice. Hang on, I'm trying to press buttons without pressing buttons here. Yeah, that hasn't worked. Bollocks to it. Oh, she feels better soon. Although it does give me a lie-in the morning if she's not feeling well. So swings and roundabouts. But I then don't get to see her. So there is swings and roundabouts with that one. Cough over everything they do. The kids out, they don't realise, so it's easily done. Oh, hang on. Breaking news. She replied, I'm not going in tomorrow. That's hot off the press, that one. Hot off the press. I ain't going in, bruv. I ain't going in. Giving private walker vibes tonight. Do you want to buy any nylons? Just need the pervy little tash, don't I, rather than I fell over on the carpet eating a jam butty kind of tash that I've got at the moment. I could have done with a trim, really, and my hair. I'm starting to look like a full-on hippie at the moment. That's what I look like. Hang on. That's what I look like. He's pissed. Look at him, he's pissed. You will notice a half-empty box of Joe Nuts. And do you know why that is? Because this fat bastard here has had two of them with a cup of tea at the same time yesterday. And it was fabuloso. Absolutely stunning. Lying for Dadley, absolutely. Using the laptop to excuse you if your spelling's worse than normal. It's not how you write it, it's what you mean when you write it. That's the most important thing. No slideys. Nope, no slideys. No slidey rights. Can't do anything by halves, me, can I? Massive mug for me tea. Massive stein for me beer. I wish I looked as good as Ninja Fluff. I do. Oh, alas, I'm not going to look anywhere near as good as him. He can get stuffed. Actually, he was stuffed, wasn't he? Unless you use the phone, but it's on charge. Just leave it on charge, you'll be alright. Kirsty, famous for not having chargers. If you've got to charge it, leave your bleeding phone on it and let it charge. Don't use it now and then look around and the charger's disappeared. Know what I mean? Anyway. Oh, in other news, hang on, what day was it? I've got to check this now to make sure I'm getting this right. Hang on. Yesterday, all my trouble seemed so far away. Just correct me if I'm wrong, Steve, because I am often very, very wrong in these things, but was it yesterday? Was yours and Helen's anniversary? That's Helen, the Norfolk correspondent, doing remarkable work in the field. Their wedding anniversary. So congratulations to Steve and Helen, who are looking fantastic with some stunning looking puddings there. And what you do with them puddings? You snarl them completely until they are gone. So congratulations to you both. Fantastic, well done. We like having good news in this place, don't we? All that's missing is the lederhosen, and it will be Oktoberfest. A little bit of Papa as well. Yes, congratulations to Steve and Helen. It's always a fantastic thing to do, so I raised the stein. It was Friday, sorry. I know you sent it on the day, didn't you? I do get slightly confused by dates and stuff like that because obviously explodey brained. It was. It is. You know what it is, isn't it? It's very Seamus Coleman. No, sorry, Captain Caveman. Champagne out, happy days. Our Ellie's going to be a bit late. She's been out and about. She's getting the bus home. I'm on the phone as well now. I've gone multimedia. I'm also on Twitch. Hello to all the 6,000 people who are watching on Twitch. There's nobody watching on Twitch. Both say thank you very much. No problem at all, mate. Cheers for sharing that with me. Of course it was Friday because I felt fucking starving straight after seeing it. And I think I had about 27 goos in one go. More to come from Steve and Helen, who are away at the moment, of course. And yes, Ruby Roo 2 as well. 2 is the same as well, isn't it? That was pointless using that both, but yeah. More to come. Watch this space. Oh yeah, there is other stuff, but that will pop up as and when it pops up. Unless it pops up now, of course. Medal. Yes. Big, huge gold medal for Helen. Now, it's nice when you find the person you're meant to be with and you both look after each other. That's the whole point, isn't it? That's what you should do. More people need to do that. Stop being knobheads if you're watching this and be decent people. Look after each other. Now you can do slidey right. No, here we go. There we go. What I might do is I might show you this now, actually, just to see what you think of it. This corner. This here corner. Which, it looks like I'm pointing to it there. When I look this way, I'm pointing in a completely different direction. Will now be used for warnings whenever there's football, cricket, plane talk, knitting, boxing, car talk. Okay? But it is going to be slightly themed. You might see this in future live streams as well with sunsetty things. I am pointing at a cupboard. I am. It's there. So if you have any car chat, we are going to have car paws with the little wheels instead of the Clory toe bits. Boxy ones. Propellers for the plane chat. Cricket balls for cricket chat. Balls of yarn when Mandy starts going off on one talking about her knitting. And the footy for the footy chats. So it is sort of themed. I've got a great one for the sunsets, but that'll be live on the screen as I'm sunsetting. I like it. It sort of knits things together, I hope. Gingers crossed. Might as well, since you're using both, of course. But anyway, I like making things, so I made things, and I've shared things with you. I haven't put the sunset one on yet, so you have to wait for a sunset stream. Hopefully that'll be next week. If there's any good days, I might go down there and do another sunset stream because I love the way that turned out the other day. It looked rather nice, didn't it? We had my pole extended. I've had it extended a few times this weekend as well. At its full length. Very impressive. It's a mighty sight. They look good, maybe a bit bigger though. Well, it is. It's being tested, isn't it, really? Yeah, maybe it could do with being a bit bigger, but I don't know what it looks like on screen until it's on screen and how it looks on phones and things like that. So I could do that. I could also reduce the opacity as well if need be. But yeah, they look quite good, I think. The original one looks fantastic. See if I can find, not the original one actually, the sunsetty one. I like the sunsetty one. No, where are you? Where are you? There's the sunsetty one. And as you can see, yellow when it's at its highest, goes orange and then goes red as it starts going down. I'm pleased with that. I'm not a graphic designer, but I am pleased. I'm pleased with that. Pleased with that. Half a stein of non-alcoholic lager. I'm absolutely off my tits, aren't I? Woodcock's Cardiff Postmortem. Woodland Northside Moisturiser. Chaotic Workspace Boss Psychologist. I have dealt with plenty of them. You're on the phone, you can see them fine, good stuff. I might make them a little bit bigger so they're the same size as the alert box. But it was very, very quickly trying to get everything loaded before I had to press start. But yeah. But Purdy, it is, isn't it? I'm always pleased when something comes out well. If it looks sort of the way I imagined it, or sometimes, very, very rarely, but sometimes better. That definitely looked more effective than I thought it was going to do. So the next sunset stream, hopefully, you should be able to just have a normal picture, but that might be in the corner, just out the way. So it's branded. Purdy, yes. Out the Avengers. Very purdy. That's on, isn't it, at the moment? Not now at the moment, but that Avengers is on. Is it great? It might be on Great TV. So they had the original Avengers with Diana Rigg as Emma Peel, and they've now got the newer Avengers with Joanna Lumley as Purdy and Gareth Hunt. That's Coffee Beans, by the way. Gareth Hunt as I can't remember his name. I haven't hit the 4,000 hours yet, mate. No, it's been up and down like a bride's nightie. Every time I think I do all right, something else disappears from last year. Where am I up to? 3,937. But there's a couple of live streams about to drop in as well. So hopefully it'll get a little bit closer, and maybe tonight and a ninja stream some point next week will take me over the edge. Gingers crossed. But it's been a pain in the arse, to be honest with you. Just keeps on going and going and going. No end to it. No end in sight. There is a possibility that it's Twitter, YouTube being knobheads. If we keep on telling them that he's nowhere near 4,000, they'll carry on streaming and we'll get money off him. Tomash, good evening. PJ Day from Andy, yeah. Always enjoyed a PJ Day, mate. So you've got to, if you're having a PJ Day, make sure you enjoy it. Force yourself. The Purdy hairdo was a proper hit in the 70s, it was. And I remember seeing an interview with her where it was just, did she go into a proper really expensive hairdressers in London and say, just give me something different. It's up to you, you do it. So it might have been Nicky Clark or Teasy Weezy or one of them knobheads. They went, yeah, all right, here you go. And she walked in. You can't get your hair done like that. Too late, I've already done it. And then all of a sudden, every woman in the UK and beyond wanted her hair the same. Bizarro. The rainbow cloud thing, what's it called? You have forgotten. It's polar something, isn't it? Polar optics, polar stratospheric clouds. If you watched the sunset stream last week, when I turned the camera around to show you a little bit of a rainbow cloud, that is caused by, it's a polar stratospheric cloud, so even though it was nice and warm and it was sunny and the clouds are gorgeous, there must have been some polar activity, coldy wind coming up, and that's what made the clouds look. It wasn't aliens after all, it was polar activity. Been left with a nasty cough. There seems to be a hell of a lot of it going round, there really does. Yep, so hopefully that'll go ASAP. The bowl cut, yeah. Proper bowl cut. But it was a brave decision by her to go and get it done. Brave decision by the hairdresser to say, yeah, go on, I'll do this, despite the fact that you are lined up to play in a huge TV show. And then for the producers to say, you're not wearing a wig then, okay. Well, on your head be it, literally. Massive. But obviously an attractive woman, high kicking, doing karate, looking hard as nails, to look after herself, in a fight, and her makeup was always perfect. Of course, women are going to look at that and think, what an absolutely fantastic role model she is. I'll go and get my hair cut like that. Like a Benedictine monk, but without the bald patch at the back. But it worked. Obviously, it did work. Bloom pot capsule. Is that a bloom pot would be a flower pot, wouldn't it? Flower pot haircut. Your new mint and cucumber deodorant seems to have set you off coughing. Mint and cucumber. That's very. I was going to say it's very Earth Mother, that, isn't it? Earth Mother deodorant. Nice. Chapfor's logos look well. They'll help when you're talking about knitting your Everton scarf to wear at the cricket as a plane passes overhead. Oh, don't. I can't put all of them on at the same time. The screen will melt. Yeah, but yeah, I think they look good. I think they look really, really, really good. Haircuts go in phases. The Rachel, the Lady Di, and apparently the Farrah Fawcett Majors is making a comeback. What's the Farrah Fawcett Majors? I mean, I know what it is. I know who she is. I know what it looks like. How would you describe that? Isn't it just 70s, 70s boof? Yeah, some of us have never let the Lady Di go. We haven't. It does suit you though. It brings out the colour in your eyes. Yes, Jeff. Ferrari Fawcett Majors. So I wasn't gonna mention it till you mentioned it. But yeah, what are you playing at? I think if the Farrah Fawcett comes back, the ozone hole, the hole in the ozone layer might come back as well. That must take ridiculous amounts of hairspray. Lacquer. Go and get us some lacquer from Nine as well, yeah. Actually went for a cut yesterday for the first time in a while. Apologies to all the Dutch women who are watching this. Why must barbers be so inconsistent? I think it's because they're bored. I think just constantly talking shit all day long must ruin the head. The brain must go to mush. Going anywhere nice this year, sir? No. I can imagine if they come down of a morning to go and have the breakfast, just walking past the breakfast bar, for barbers all have a breakfast bar. If there's someone sat there, going anywhere nice this year, sir? I still haven't had my haircut. Not since January 2020. Clippers must come out. I was expecting to just do a bit of a trim, but I was so tempted just to get the lot bazzed off. Bazz it off, man. It is an Oktoberfest Stein, it is. Das ist Einstein. A go-go. With 3 bottles of Leffe in it. It could fit 4. I only went for the 3 though. There's a hell of a lot of work involved in the Farrah Fawcett haircut. That's not something you could probably do at home. That takes a Winnebago full of people. A Winnebago full of camp men called Gerald. L-Net Blue in a gold can, yes. My nan used to make me go for that all the time. To Niners. There was a Welsh woman who had a corner shop which wasn't on a corner in Garston. Her husband had a blunderbuss, and if anyone looked like they were stealing, he'd come out and blow holes in the plaster in the ceiling. Fucking lunatics. The Rachel Hole Library. Your hair naturally has the Rachel style according to your family. If it's natural, you're saving yourself a bloody fortune then. Be a style icon, save money. Right, so the same fella last time, great cut, this time 5 minutes little interest. There must come a point in your day as a barber where it's just, I have had enough of this shit. I am sick and tired of talking about football, holidays. Just want to talk about something else. Why doesn't anybody who sits in my chair talk about the works of Dostoevsky? And if you bring it up with them, have you read Crime and Punishment? Just fucking cut me hair, lad, will you? You can do it heatless with a sock. What? Hey, what are we on about here? Are you on about the Farrah Fawcett? Or otherwise, that's a horrific sounding quote from you. You wish you knew the answer. Wish we all knew the answer. You only have 99% of the answers correct. Some things must remain nebulous. That is the nature of humanity. Fuzzy logic wouldn't happen, would it, if we knew everything? String theory wouldn't be a thing. You had the L-Net travel size, but your hair is so sleek it's useless. Sleek hair is never useless. You can get through gaps in railings and all kinds of stuff. You didn't cut your hair before you drove up, so you brought the clippers with you and did it yesterday. Very nice. On the road. On the road clippy. Give yourselves a football one for that, I think. Haven't got a barber one at the moment. 9. Pronounced Nine is Welsh for grandmother. Aye. She was Nina. N-I-N-A. Everyone thought it was Nina, but it wasn't. She pronounced it Nina. Bizarre. She told us it was that. No one else. She told us. That's the ones. These are the questions that will remain with you until the end of existence. Why are barbers inconsistent? What's the meaning of life? Well, that's 42 in it, but you know. Why persist with Deitch? Some things aren't black and white. Not everything in black and white makes sense, except pandas and penguins. Point in the pocket, which equals 2 down the drain. Skunks as well, yeah. But don't we play them soon, the skunks? Definitely someone who had a good PJ day. Bravo, bravo. Ooh. And a proper zebra, which is also how you say Deborah in Scouse. Is your zebra coming out? Looked like swimming. I didn't even watch it. I didn't illegally stream it because I can't be arsed watching them. Not just them either, by the way. All football. I tried to watch Preston against Blackburn earlier and had to switch off and watch Getafe against Leganes in the Spanish La Liga because I got sick and tired. Why are all footballers absolute dog wankers these days? Why are they constantly pushing and they always leave their foot in? You can't walk past someone without banging into them or pushing them. Just get on with the fucking game. If you want to be hard, man, just go and knock shite out of each other down the tunnel, but stop pretending you're tough so that your fans think you're smart. That's why, at least with Ferguson, If you wanted to punch someone, you wouldn't wait till he got off the pitch. You just punch him on the pitch. Be upfront about it. Just 39 more to go. Very much like Robert Powell. He was in the 39 steps. That was on yesterday. That's the only reason why it's there now. Didn't watch it. He was walking your uncle's dog. Of course. Best thing to do. Do not get involved with watching Everton when you can walk dogs, you know. Lil Curie. He's about 18 years old. Bloody hell. Brilliant result for the Canaries yesterday. 4-1 against Watford. After a match cleverly reckoned they should have won. Swat. Yes, he played for us and he was very much every inch the swat. Magpie Lark as well. Of course, the Italian for Magpie is Gaza. And when Gaza went to Italy, didn't he play for Newcastle? He's a Magpie. Yeah, he's a Gaza. What? It's 100 in dog years. It's proper. Giant leopard moth. Where? He played for us, although no one recalls, apart from the fact that he scored, didn't he, was it at Newcastle? At Sid James Park. I say Sid James Park because it's such a fucking carry on every time we go there. Asian black bear. Quite anonymous. I like that. Kev, how you doing, bud? The newspaper, black and white, but red all over. Like a nun with a nosebleed. I think it was the other one of them, isn't it? Kirsty is Googling black and white things. Is Kirsty streaming at the same time as this? Can we watch both side by side? I'd watch that. Black and white warbler, beautiful looking bird. Never seen one of them. I don't think anyway. There certainly hasn't appeared on Merlin on my phone. Humbug. That's where St. Pauli are from, aren't they? And where the Beatles first found fame. Oh, humbug. Scar stuff as well, yes. Like Horace. Bit disappointed no one mentioned Horace, but there you go. The Scar stuff was brilliant as well. Back way. Because they were from Coventry, a lot of the Scar bands, like the Specials and Selector and people like that. Coventry City had a Scar away kit, which was black, white, and it had the black and white check thing on it. Stunning, absolutely stunning. There's a really cute little bird that looks like a pom-pom. I think I might have seen that on something. Horace, of course. Panda, the first thing you said. You said panda, you didn't say Horace. He's not just any panda, he is Horace. How many pandas write fucking haikus? Come on. Gobshites with flesh-eating teeth sit there eating bamboo all day when there's sod all nutritional value in there. Who was it who said they deserve to perish? You can eat actual things full of protein, and you'd live to be 1,000,000 years and you'd be shagging your brains out all day long. Instead, you sit there just eating bits of wood. Fuck's sake. Black and white colubuses. Michael Jackson, yes. A salutary lesson, Michael Jackson, of the United States. The place where a poor black boy can grow up to be a rich white woman. The American dream. Shortest way up. Longest way up, shortest way down. Piano keys. Office wankers ties as well, don't forget. They wear piano key ties, don't they? Apologies if any of you have got a piano key tie, but every office wanker has got one of them and a pair of Homer Simpson socks. I have Homer Simpson socks. I've just outed myself there, haven't I? And a slitter, which is also slightly black and white. They are evil, them things, by the way. That's a hurling ball. And that is a proper seam on it. If that hits you, you will know about it. Wanker, yes, good evening to you too. Jinxie, good evening to you. You've absolutely got me right there, haven't you? Controversial-esque. Yeah, the Newcastle away kit, as much as I despise them as a football club and as an entity, that is a stunning away kit. I love that. When Ginola was wearing it back in the 90s, that was a great kit. Back when you were everyone's second favourite team, before they all of a sudden thought they were something special. Dominoes, yes, Dominoes too. Bit of knock-knock. Any office news on the subject of my socks? I have got to fill in the form, which I've been looking at this week, but I've been a real struggle trying to get my head around what I need to do, because I've had a little bit of cold as well, so it's been knackering me. But I'll get there. I'll do it on Monday. Partly writing it down on paper is ever so slightly emotional. It's bizarre. I know what's happening in my head. I know what I feel in my head. Writing it down on a piece of paper suddenly makes it look like fucking I'm sick. But I'll get it done. Had an interesting meeting on Friday, looking at condensed hours. Ooh, if you're doing the likes of 5 across 4, be prepared to be very, very tired. Just letting you know. If I named streams afterwards, this one would be called the one full of black and white things. It would. But that would also be too much like Friends, and I wouldn't want anything to do with that shit. Chessboard. Oui, chessboard. The advert for the kit launch on the train as well is superb. As is the Sunderland one when they released their kit. Their kit is also fantastic. Dice, baby. That's unfortunately, Kirsty, that's too close to Dice. Ugh. Piano. Black and white photo is indeed black and white, except it's not black and white, is it? It's grayscale. As I got a bollocking off someone for, I've got any black and white ink. What do you mean white ink, you dickhead? It's black ink. It's grayscale. All right. Only saying, like. Salt and pepper. Depends on which pepper it is. Not all peppers are black, are they? Could be green pepper, red pepper. But yeah, black and I love pepper. Killer whales. Oh yes, now you are talking. Although they always make me feel guilty, because I went to SeaWorld in San Diego back in 1980. And we saw Shamu and Namu, and having watched, is it Blackfin? The film about SeaWorld and the killer whales that they had there. Why on earth did we go and watch this? It was horrific. These animals shouldn't be not locked up in cages, but those little tiny pens that they're in. Ali, oh. Heading to town now to get something to eat. We're on a spice bag, are we? You'll be back as soon as you can. No worries. Puffins. Puffins are black and white and also in full Technicolor, which is bizarre, but yeah, the emotion of it all. It's it is weird, because, as I say, I know it all in my head, and I know it when I'm talking to my boss. But when I write it down, just seeing it written down makes it feel a bit more, I don't know, like it's real. It's not, I'm on the path to, it's at the moment, I can't manage to get into work because 10 minutes of watching TV and I'm fooked. 5 across 4, 8 to 6 times 4, 9 to 5 times 5, tentatively positive. If you can manage it, it's great. I know loads of people that do it, but it can be absolutely exhausting. Salt and pepper isn't black and white in Liverpool. It isn't. Salt and pepper chicken, salt and pepper chips is like a spice bag, of course. According to Google, you can only get black and white pepper. What? Google? We are misappropriating Ali's spice bag, which sounds a lot worse than it actually is. Arnie will be back with a sandwich, so it's Sarnie, really. No other colours for some reason. And yet you can go into Tesco. Other supermarkets are available, and you can get red peppercorns, green peppercorns. Mandy's got pink pepper. Have you tried natural yogurt? That'll get rid of it for you. Pink salt as well. There was a place in Preston that used to do one of the first places I'd seen pink salt. Back when I was eating salt. We used to go there. It was one of these mad places that was always full of, I think it might have been, I don't know if it was Asian or Turkish or a bit of both. But there was always loads of Turks and Asians in there. I think if they're eating in there, the food must be alright. Nothing special, but jeez, it was good. Used to enjoy that. Yes, Agent Orange has definitely said that she needs someone's clothes, shoes and motorcycles at some point in her life, if not twice a week. Pink pepper tastes vile. Why have you still got it then? Bin it. Google being stupid. What? No, but Google's never stupid. It can be ridiculous, can't it, Kirsty? Some of the things that you put in there and what they come out. I put stuff in there at times that I never even asked this question. Why is this in the list of answers? Go away. Salt and pepper are two fly girls. They are two fly girls. Don't forget Spinderella as well. Can you get blue pepper? You can't because it would taste exceptionally bitter. But it would be twisted. It is. The spice bag culture of your people is being hijacked. It's disgraceful. Next thing you know, we'll be growing ginger hair and whacking fools rather. Foals. Why are we whacking foals? What have we got against little baby horses? We are respectful of your spice bag. Especially when it's in a hot tub. Controversial. It's in a grinder. Empty the grinder. Throw the fucking things away and get peppercorns that you actually like. Bin it. Bin it. Lash it in the bin. Spinderella spinners at one time. Yep. That's what it could have been. I could have done with drinking Beck's Blue tonight, couldn't I? Let's talk about Beck's, baby. It could have been sponsored by them by the end of the week. So the question is, Mandy, is the grinder is it a manual grinder or is it a pressy button grinder? Because I remember sort of not being told, but being aware of the fact that I will never have one of those proper push button grinders because that's just stupid. Why would you need to do that when you can just do that? And now, bollocks to it, go and get one of them. And 27 batteries in case it runs out. If you remember rightly, you can buy a certain type of salt that's purple. Oh, purple salt, man. Is it purple or is it not green? Did we get to the bottom of that? Does purple actually exist? It's decorative. This was decorative. Yeah, fair play to Jackie. Come in, call me a wanker, and then just fell asleep, sitting up. She is as she is our Jackie. Jinx the minx. You wanker. I'm going home now. Mandy grinds by hand. Ooh, what third. Controversial. But are you happy? How are your wrists? I used to, but it's hard to get a grip and give it a good tug. So I'm better off with a pushy button now instead. Has to be done, unfortunately. Has to be done. But I love black pepper. I love it. Whenever I used to make cheese on toast, it was always almost black, to the point, that much black pepper on it, that it was almost black. Love it. Better than mine. Everything's better than mine at the moment. I can only use one bleeding end. Zzz. Freshly ground black pepper is the business, though, isn't it? I mean, proper a TB. It's a business. Does that like one of those things, doesn't it? They give the Bayern Munich players after they win the 27th title in a row. The Rekordmeister. I fucking hate that. There's an absolute tit who does the commentary on Sky. In fact, there's loads of them. Every country's got one. In fact, the Spanish ones are not on Sky. I don't think they're on Premier, aren't they? Who keeps calling it Frankie de Jong? I hate him doing that. But the German fella who always keeps referring to the teams by their nicknames as though he's mates with them. Or he's, watch me, I can do a bit of German here. The Rekordmeister. Fuck off, mate. Just call him Bayern Munich. I'm a tit. Oh, man. Well, at least that's one between us, isn't it? Lady Bee Stings. Is she still laughing? Should have thought about that, really, shouldn't I? Don't have a go at the Irish, especially the Northern Irish. Okay, now. Is it an official engraved bear paw stein? No, it isn't. It isn't. It is a rapidly ordered yesterday off Amazon. Connor, did Everton win yesterday? No, we threw away a lead yet again, but we got a point. We drew 1-1 with Leicester, which is better than nothing, I suppose. Steve, when you pick up your stein, it looks like a pint glass. When I pick up mine, it looks like a kid nicking his dad's beer. That's because I'm leaning backwards. It is big, like it's a full litre. Yes. I'm spilling it all over myself now. Is Jackie in a bad mood? Always. Always. It's one of the things we love most about her. The consistently pissed off. You're in great form. Bloody men. She's got that tattooed on her forearm. So that when she bangs someone out, bloody man. Needs to top it up with lemonade. No. It's already a soft drink. I don't need any more. All men. They make spiders in looking women. What? Your song, no matter what, it doesn't say Garth Brooks in the lyrics. There's got to be a way of doing that phonetically. There's got to be. Don't be able to go with us, men. What have we done wrong? Apart from everything, obviously. I just sit at home writing poetry. What have I done wrong? Coming in here causing kerfuffles, giving it lobsters. Trying to figure that bit out. There's got to be a way, hasn't there? There's got to be a way. Big 8 hairy-legged feckers. Are we on about spiders or men again now? Yeah, I'm struggling with that one as well. The male spiders in looking women. What? Chi mega de nos science. Chi mega de nos science. And of course, I made myself a sneeze break, didn't I? But I never made a piss break, so. Barnsey, how you doing, bud? How's things? You okay, mate? Good to see you. To see you, nice. That's a name that hasn't been here for such a long time. You have been missed, mate. And just like that, Kirsty and Jackie have been taken off the flight at JFK Airport and locked up. Orange jumpsuits, you'll be gone soon, you two. Is there not an app that you put lyrics in and it comes up with a tune? Is that like Trace My Song or something, one of those things? Or is this, I want to put my lyrics in and it'll come up with a song? Because there's AI stuff for doing that. I've got to keep an eye on the Twitch chat because there's 6,000 viewers on there as well. It would be, oh no, there's no one watching over there. It would be great, but there must be. There's got to be something. There's an app for everything. Fucking hell, there's an app to tell you what's in your fridge. You know what I mean? It's got to be an app. If you can check yourself for atrial fibrillation at home. Atrial fibrillation, sorry, at home. Then there's got to be an app to find out what song's got which lyrics in. Like a reverse, what's that app called? Feck all in yours. Feck all. Been released early. Yep. Time off for good behaviour. Good to see. How's Steve's Hollybombs going? A fridge app, yours would run away screaming. Yours just say goo, wouldn't it? Goo, 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 goo. Not much else. Just goo, goo, goo. I ain't going. I've just got to do something very quickly. I've got to press buttons. This could go horrifically wrong. It won't, but it could do. Copy and paste. Paste, you knobhead. Now hopefully this works. Missed you too, mate. We miss you too, Barnsey. Absolutely. I had to log out, but you meant Shazam. Yeah, so a reverse Shazam. A Stramash. Very relaxing. Has found some fantastic pubs. Do you know what? I think we should have a quick look anyway. What do you think? Should we have a look? Hope this is the right video, this, by the way.
expect to see me, did you? Huh? Which bull? Which bull? Where's Mrs.? Go find her. Here she is. There we go, guys. Eyemouth Harbour, Scotland, just over the borders. A little bit of beach, little cove comes in, little jagged cliffs. I know you like a good sea view. First of the week. See you soon.
There you go. And we've had a boogie gorilla, absolutely. Ruby looks fantastic, doesn't she? Having the time of her life. As does our Helen as well. Looking happy to be away and seeing something. Looks fantastic there, mate. It really does. It looks slightly different round here now, it does. Just a little bit. Can't remember if you got a dog in name or not yet. Welcome back. What's your dog in name? Looks a bit cold. It's North England. Of course it looks bloody cold. The northeast of England is colder than anywhere else on earth. And I can prove it. I can prove it. Have you ever seen a polar bear in Newcastle? No, you haven't. You know why? It's too fucking cold. That's why. True story. And it gets, I tell you how cold it gets up there. I went there once and it was so cold. There was a Geordie girl wearing a cardigan. That's how cold it was. Kirsty live streams now. She does. Kirsty's one of us. Our Kirsty's a tuber. Weather hasn't been good. It was 13 today and overcast. Do you know, it's been, well, it was warm here today and overcast, but it was still warm. But there's been a warning for rain, I think, for pretty much the whole of the northern half of the UK by the look of it. So unfortunately, never know, it might get a bit warmer. Yes, our Kirsty is now a veteran tuber, a veteran streamer. You'll be on Twitch next, streaming to 6,000 people. There's nobody watching on Twitch. There was the other week though. There was for the Everton-Southampton game. There was people from, what's it called? Chile in there. Hang on, oh, fucking, yeah, Kirsty, have you got your link? Throw it in there, unless I get there first. Pin it, go ahead, pin it. Kirsty's link is pinned. Kirsty does live streaming. Get on it. Like Wallace and Gromit. What exactly is Twitch? That is another platform which is more streamer based. Well, it is exactly streamer based. You get lots of gaming streamers over there. People make a hell of a lot of money over there. Lots of money. But normally they're the gamers. There's a whole culture around it as well. There's sort of etiquettes and things to do in the chats. But so try and expand expand the ordinary to enter today, half man, half biscuit. Get in there. You know, try and expand my reach. I'm trying to take over the world, man. You forgot to ask. You don't need to ask. What I did before the stream, I tried to put buttons so I could just press it and it goes into the chat. And it doesn't because Stream Deck has got some kind of fucking issue. Potatoes everywhere. I know, Jeff, they're everywhere. That apparently is the Jackie potato. Jinxie Spud. With the same haircut. Careful you don't fall in the glass and drown. I know. Close. You're a mod, Kirsty. Kirsty the mod, you have the power. You are the mods. You are the mods. You are the mods. Your dog name is Gavin and your favourite music is 60s German polka. I cannot wait for this tune. Kirsty, of course you can. Just if you beat me to it, just throw it in there anyway on every stream. I'm going to try and make sure I just press a button and it goes in there. The same with Laz and Adam as well. We're here to push each other and promote each other, so it's always more than welcome. Gavin, are you having Gavin? Or is it Gavin? Are you shaving Gavin? No, Gavin. And I hope you like Gavin too. Ooh, yeah. Thank you for pointing out, Mandy. Yes, got to be pointed out. Although I suppose you could also have copied and pasted. Are they still in the bags? They're not? Well, yeah, some of them are, not all of them. I meant to do that this weekend, get them all out on the bed, but other things have happened, obviously. As the late, great John Lennon said, life's what happens when you're busy making other plans. It's right. Why is the bar not open? Because none of you evil sods has put your hand forward, that's why. Who's going to work? Our Ali, I was expecting her, so I haven't piggly dinged. Who's going to do the first shift then? The bar is open. Who's doing it? Who's working? Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you've got no hair. Thomas got in there first. And with piggly dinged. We do need some dice out. You're next. J-Lou, you're next, definitely. Man, you'd do it if you didn't, or you would do it, but you don't want to do it without leaving the stream, which is an absolute ball ache, I know. I need to find out a way of doing this, to be honest with you. I used to be able to just push a button and a message would go onto the chat, but now, for some strange reason, there's a thing between YouTube and Stream Deck which doesn't work. Just won't work. Hang on. Oh no, that doesn't work. Does the merch one work? No, that doesn't work either. This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. I'll get back to YouTube and see if I can do a worky round. Were you first? There's no hands up. There's no hands up. You only asked why the bar wasn't open. Plus you call me a wanker anyway, so you can wait. Kirsty wants a glass of ice cold Coke. Of course, naturellement. A black and white Russian slushed in pyjamas in a knitted bucket. A brushy. I think there's Everton fan favouritism here. Well, he hasn't called me a wanker yet, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Perfect. Another Stein. I'll have a Stein. Einstein. A go-go. Living each day as if it's my last. living La Vida local. I said I was a wanker first. Well, probably have done, haven't I, in the past, because, you know. No, didn't I say Gareth Hunt? But they were coffee beans. Ali is still out. She's out and about. Must be on a job, doing wet work. There's caps being popped in fools' asses all over Ireland at the moment. It's a shame to have to pull the trigger. You look so lovely through the crosshairs. JFK and people all over Ireland. Steve's turning to Jesse from the Fast Show there. Today I have been mostly drinking Black Sheep. Oi, Wanger, what's your name, my boy? You still say today I are been mostly, yeah, we do as well, funnily enough. There's loads of stuff like that which just stays as part of your lexicon, isn't it? I still refer to green beans as spersiebonen, which is the Dutch for it, because that's what we used to call it in the Netherlands. To the point where I couldn't remember the English word for it on a ferry once. That's actually mum. Mum, in a Scouse accent. Mum, what's called spersiebonen in English? Green beans, them, love. The fella looked at me like, what the fucking hell's up with these two? And then someone said to me, you speak very good English. Thank you. I am English. Oh, I thought you were Dutch. No. Well, you sound more Dutch than you sound English. Because I'm from fucking Liverpool. Wanker. Pretty much all sound the same, don't they, in Jackie's accent? No matter what it is, he's a wanker. Didn't mean to shout. You're waiting your way through the long ways queue, going away from the bar. Oh, no. We haven't got a Weatherspoons queue, have we? As long as you're diving gan blind, man. Steve still use most of the Fast Show catchphrases. Brilliant. That's on now, isn't it? The latest series of Mortimer and Whitehouse Go Fishing. That is on right now, or Gone Fishing rather. Are green beans and runner beans the same things? I think they might be. But to me, they would always be spersiebonen. Sweets are also known as snoop. Yeah, don't watch Everton then if that's the case. You will go blind with rage. Nice. Yes, well said. Why are they sending me fucking emails? The only email I want is the one I'm not receiving. Bastards. Spersiebonen. Jackie, you can hear a chopper overhead. Are we talking helicopter, or is there someone just with a fucking hatchet knocking shite out of things? Or are you in the car park? Is that the kind of chopper? Is that what it is? Are you hiding? What have you done? Is it over your? If it's over your house, maybe that's why she was in a mood earlier. The red mist has fallen. If you love cheese and you love peas, you'll love cheesy peas. It is. It's Ali having taken the clothes, the shoes, the bike and the helicopter. Heading off. She might be coming to yours to throw her work gear in the 1600 RPM. Which seems to be getting pushed further and further back all the time. Wonder why that is. Squeeze a cheesy, please. You'd rather go blind. It's the best way to watch Everton. Was it Crystal Palace oh, was it? Where was it? It might not have been Palace. It might have been Blackburn. I forget exactly who it was, but there was a team playing live on Sky, and they were getting beaten, playing awful. And there was a fella walking out with his mate with the white stick. Fucking hell! If they're playing that bad, even the blind fellas had enough and decided to leave. I thought, Jesus, you couldn't have wrote it. It's Ali flying in to extract you. Ah, that's what it is, isn't it? Pick you up, and you come over to Blackpool or something. Out the way. Out of harm's way. Yep, hide in a hot tub. If anybody asks, we ain't seen you. Right. You're looking good in your flight suit. That then must mean that Fat Club is going well. Definitely going well. I don't know. No more buttons, no more buttons, no more buttons. Any pink peppercorns with which to garnish the G&T? A gin and tonic, you can garnish it with a lot of things, can't you? I had a really a nice evening on Castle Street, going back a good few years ago now, like in McGuffey's, drinking gin and tonics. Between about 4 or 5 of us went through the entire set of gins. Some with lemon, some with cucumber. Very, very nice. Jackie, if you got into a nice warm hot tub, you wouldn't want to get out. You wouldn't get out, you'd fall asleep. That's bloody always. Hiding in the hot tub is like making love to a beautiful woman. Yep. He is amazing. There's a fellow who looked like him, actually used to drink in town in Liverpool. Absolutely identical. Same haircut and everything. Another black sheep to get your Rolly Birkin QC'd. I'd go for that one. That's a good descriptor. We always used to say I'm going to go out and get Hawkins, as in Stephen Hawkins. In there, like swimwear, Jeff, yeah. Says a lot about my stream. Yeah, it does, it does. I have the soporific voice. Sending you off to sleep, perchance to dream. Wet and deep with bubbles and jets. Very, very Swiss for Tony there. Very Swiss for Tony. I'm not drunk, you know. They were brilliant then. Although it knocks me sick watching those sketches. Every time they hit the head on the cupboards. Oh, man. Just... I can feel my entire body start to shake. It's horrible. You're describing the hot tub, obviously. Yes, of course. Naturellement, as they say in Japan. Oh, Ali's just sent a message as well. She's out and about in the big town. Do you remember the balls she sent? She also said that the benches that were there had blue lights under them. That's the blue lights for the benches. How good does that look? The blue lights on the concrete benches. Look lovely. Ali has also sent a message that is completely and utterly unnecessary. I'm still out. After taking a picture of somewhere which is not home, obviously. Hello, Ted. Oh, Ted and Ralph. Amazing. Written, of course, by Linehan and Matthews, who wrote Father Ted. Yeah, Garda benches, the Gardy. Bottle of Corona, not the virus for Esther. Does that make Mandy Ralph? Why should sideys? Because if they're not purple, they would be invisible. They would. Well, invisible to AI at least. I always wanted to meet that fella. The fella who said that purple doesn't exist. I just turn up there wearing a Fiorentina shirt. Lad, can you see it or not? There's your double bubble Corona for you there. You've now got 6 Gavin songs. Ooh. How stupid are people who wouldn't drink Corona beer during COVID? Next level stupid. And they normally came from the same 3 or 4 states, didn't they? Normally. Or that's the American ones who were very, very vocal about it on Facebook and stuff like that. We had our own, of course, didn't we? Half-wits. My sister's turning into one of them as well at the moment. Facebook, the place where intelligence goes to die. Scorcho. They would inject bleach, they would. Not just inject it, they would drink it as well. Because drinking Corona would make you ill, whereas drinking bleach, on the other hand, obviously. Okay, now. Facebook, man. Why is it the people with the least intelligence have the loudest voices? You wouldn't drink Corona beer anyway, same here all the way. Corona Zero is absolutely lovely, it really is. I was going to go and get some more, but I had some Leffe left. Plus, sheer fucking idleness meant I didn't want to change that. Man, these tear all away. You're going to have to start drinking the bloody stuff though, aren't you? Having one bottle to last you an entire year. That's not the Welsh way. Not the Welsh I know. The Welsh are like the Irish, aren't they, Jinxie? When it comes to drinking. There's also a decrease in eating out Chinese. Stupid. Cut the limes for nothing. Limes are never cut for nothing. Because they shout all the time. They do. But occasionally you want to say to them, like, just fucking shut up. Instead of shouting, read. Try that. Well, I read on the internet, but in that case, you've lost straight away. You like lime in water. Stick the limes in anyway, it tastes good with cola. Well, you can't get cola with lime, can't you? It's actually a thing you can get done. Everton was sponsored by Megaphone for a while, we were. You have an Evertonian uncle called Noel, so we used it to stand for Make Everton Great Again for our Noel. But it's not our Noel. What it is for you, innit, because you're over the water. If you're in our side of the country, it's R-A-R-E. R. What the fuck? It's trying to say to them, it's not R-A-R-E, it's O-U-R. What? Drinking Invermectin. I don't understand. I've never been to Invermectin. Is it nice? Steve's not far away from there now, are you? Invermectin, that's a Scottish fishing village. Like Chinese food with them. You got charged 12 quid for 2 bottles of Corona at the pictures the other week. What? What? Just changing the pump, you'll be on with the sparkler. With Fagitator. Don't forget Fagitator. Hadwych, goedenavond. Sorry, you're not late. We're open till stupid o'clock, aren't we? Oh, in fact, we are open, aren't we? Hang on, I forgot that, didn't I? Forgot to put the opening hours back on. Because I was pissing about earlier on. It is, but you paid it. I don't get why wherever you go to has to charge you an absolute fortune just because you're there. Why? Premier League football clubs were earning hundreds and hundreds of millions of pounds a day will put the ale up to £8 a pint. Why? Just be nice for people. Barman Thomas, prepared for everything he is. Failure to prepare is preparation to fail. Definitely. Do it right or do it shite. Green tea with lemon. Oh, now you are talking. I've got some of that. In Thos. Green tea. I love green tea with lemon. I should drink that more often, shouldn't I? Rather than 28 steins of Earl Grey every day. I should drink more of that. I've got loose leaf jasmine green tea as well. Why don't I drink more of that? Yeah, I've sliced a lot of limes. A lot of limes. You can tell you've cut a lot of citric fruit. Eyes are red raw. I keep thinking there's something else I'm missing. All the lights are on, the camera's on. Mic is on. Arist on and on and on. You offered me fancy tea. I said no because I wanted a cup of normal tea. After you've been driving for 8 hours in the hail and pissing rain, you just want a brew, don't you? A brew. If it was a summer's day and I was punting on the cam, I'd want Earl Grey. If I was sat writing poetry, I'd want a green tea with lemon. I got out the car, I wanted a proper brew. You don't think you're getting a drink because you slag the E people? Or the ravers having a go at Hardy? It's. What do you want, Jackie? What do you want? Yeah, you need builder's tea. On days like that, you need builder's tea, but I do drink other teas as well. It's all part of my idea of pissing yourself healthy. If you drink loads of watery teas, what the fuck am I talking about? Things that like green tea makes you piss like a racehorse. Gets rid of everything, doesn't it? Shouldn't take advantage of the vulnerable. Definitely not. Looks like a modern stein, a sort of twisted glass. It is. It's exactly what it is, twisted. Because the idea is 4 or 5 of them full of Stella and you are absolutely fucking twisted. Louise, how are you doing? You okay? How's it going? You alright? Concert looked epica. Definitely epic. Lovely stuff. Piss yourself healthy, to eat yourself fitter outtake. For me it works. I think it actually works. Every time you sneeze or cough, it's because your body's trying to expunge the badness. So if you drink loads of water, the system filters it and then you piss yourself healthy. Works for me anyway. And you can sing it to dance yourself dizzy. A fruit cider for Louise. Do you want to flirt with that, love? Age makes you piss yourself. We'll take your word for that one. Is that why you keep getting kicked off the buses? Is that what it is, Jackie? It does though. I've mentioned this before. I'm going to mention it again. I went to the bathroom earlier on, a pre-stream, if you would, and I got all my wheeze out, like you do before you get in the car and go on holiday with your parents. Go on, get all your wheeze out. Everything, every last drop. I was like a fucking camel. And then I used my electric toothbrush, and within seconds of using it, I need to go to the toilet. I need a piss. I've just had one. I'm literally stood next to the fucking thing. Oh, man. It's horrific. Oh, now you are talking. A 3-litre bottle of White Thunder. Are we going to the park? While it's dark in the park for larks. 3-litre bottle of... Me and my mate Eddie, when all the others were drinking 3-litre bottles of Diamond White and all the other, the cheap shit Diamond White knockoffs, we were drinking cans of Guinness, you know, the ones with the draft Guinness ones with the widget in the bottom. You two are weird. Now everyone's drinking it. Why'd you drink that? Because it's nice. Don't you want to get pissed? No, I'd rather drink something nice. White Lightning. That was the stuff, wasn't it? The really cheap shit. Yeah, there you go. The two alkies from the park, from the slides, sitting on the slide drinking White Lightning. Used to have been there, haven't you? Louise and Mandy. I remember seeing you when we were down there. God, the good old days. That's taking me back now to wearing pod. I've never had kickers, always had pod. Down the park. Having to be a wingman for your mate's mate. Do you ever remember that? He was always a couple of years older and dead mature, and he had the wedge haircut like Trevor Stephen. So you were stuck with... There was always a girl called Chamonix at the time, wasn't there? There was a fucking Chamonix everywhere. And he used to get off with a girl called Carly. It was always Carly. And she was always stunning, and you'd be stuck with a girl who looked like fucking... what was his name? Ivan Campo. Oh, man. Ivan Campo played for Real Madrid and Bolton. You'd always be stuck with someone like that. Just, I don't know where I've dragged that one up from, but there was always a girl who looked like Ivan Campo. Always had her arms folded, in a bad mood constantly. So where do you go to school? Fucking shut up, will ya? Alright. You had pod. Proper pod, man. There was like half of us had kickers and half had pod. White Lightning, 1980s, absolutely. Proper, the 80s. The forgotten decade. White Thunder, it's a knockoff White Lightning. Better value, cleans the floors too. Does. Night Train and Thunderbird, red and blue. What? Tundies. What did we used to mix? What did they used to mix with Thunderbird? There was something else they used to mix as well. Yeah, not black and white. Tundies blue. Most of what you drank in the 80s probably could have cleaned the floor. More than likely. It's amazing, isn't it? Real Madrid and Bolton. Ivan Campo, man. There was always girls who looked like him. And he wasn't the only Real Madrid and Bolton player, was he? Hierro. He played for them as well, didn't he? Old English cider. Yes, Old English cider. Was that in the red? Had a red label on it. Or am I wrong? I think in the 80s you were still drinking milk. You're not as old as us. That's why. Bloody hell. You missed out. You really did miss out. Back in the 80s, drinking massive bottles of cheap cider in the park. That's what it was all about. And me thinking I was a stand-up comedian. And then did I say, oh, you're so funny, and then a few years later, you're so funny, you. Don't know about cleaning the floor. I could strip the varnish off a tabletop. Yeah, be careful if you spill that. What do you mean? Be careful if I spill it. I'm supposed to drink it. Harp. Stay sharp to the bottom of the glass. Bolton had a few unlikelies, didn't he? Yeah. Anelka, Jardel, Djorkaeff, Yuri, JJ Okocha, of course. That was a mad. Oh, and of course managed by fucking Fatter himself. Allardyce. Oh. Now I think I'm a sit down one. I am. I even have the mug to prove it. UK's #1 sit down comedian. Genuinely, I've still got that in the cupboard with the sun comfy. Don't know about cleaning the floor. Mostly cleaning the floor the morning after. Amateur. You don't vomit. If you 3 litres of cider cost you £1, you're not vomiting up, are you? Djorkaeff, you remember, Algerian fella, played for France, but I think he was North African, wasn't he? Kirsty, you were born late 80s. You missed out. It was such a tremendous decade for tremendous dickheads, as you can see. That's how you spell it. It's either that or there's a U in there as well, isn't there? DJOUR, or it's either that or the other. I don't know. Kirsty's Babs. She's the Babs. You were 88. I was shaving then. A couple of years before I was shaving my face, but I was 15 at that point. 15 and a smidge under 6'2". The morning after floor vision put you off battered fish for life. Piggly ding next. Here you go, moaning ass, get behind the bar. Steve, you remember when Kirsty was born? It's mad, innit? 88. I was going to raves and all kinds back then. Oh. Light sticks. Giving it loads. Yeah. Pisshead, not dickhead. There's a subtle difference. Not always. They're not mutually exclusive. I've seen plenty of dickheads who are pissheads as well. Especially when I look in the mirror of a morning. Kirsty doesn't look 88. Definitely not. You're doing well. And he was partying in Devon in 88. Having it large. Jackie was 20 when you were born. Oh man. It sounds so much worse, that, doesn't it? I'm old enough to be your parent. What? Well, I was 15 when you were born, so I suppose I was old enough to be your parent in Liverpool, wasn't I? Kirby especially. 88 was a good year. Good year for the Roses. Yeah, barely old enough to be in the stream. Idea. Make sure your idea. Goodyear was the biggest employer in the area in 88, was it? Oh, mad. One FA Cup in your life. It is tragic, that, isn't it? 88 was when you won the Euros. You remember that. Esther remembers that. We all remember that. That was a fantastic team. You'd like to be 20 again? I am not 100% sure I'd like to be 20. I think if I had the choice to go back, about 32 would do me. I was a little bit ungainly at 20. 88 won the Euros, yep. What a team. And County Armagh. Good year in County Armagh. You had no telly. Of all the times not to have a telly. 88. During the Euros. (27 to 30) was a great age, yep. A bit of life experience, but not yet wearing and tearing. Absolutely, that's the thing. When you're old enough to know better, but old enough also not to give a shit. In 88, Northern Ireland was a dangerous place. It still is. Thankfully, it's nowhere near as dangerous as it was. Probably everywhere was bloody dangerous, wasn't it? Back in 88. It's nice that we've got to a point where you can hear a Belfast accent without being worried or without being horrifically racist towards them. They've come here to blow the place up. No, they haven't. They've come here to fucking work, or they've come here to watch Everton, Liverpool or Man United or something. You only had Netherlands 1, 2 and 3, and when the weather was good, Belgium won. Better back then, because you... what's it? Kaiser stress, the stress of choice nowadays. When you had 3 channels, you'd pick one of the 3 and watch it. Now, there's 800 channels on Sky, and they're all utter shite. Jackie, the 1930s were your best years, into the 40s. Bloody hell, I knew you were old, I didn't realise you were that old. You were into your 40s in the 1930s. Oh, sorry, your 30s were your best years. 30s are great, aren't they? The 40s are brilliant as well, apart from the fact that the 50s is there looking at you. But then the 50s have also been great. Your best years are still to come, Jinxie, they are. Absolutely. Unless the helicopter breaks down, of course. As you were living on your own but struggling. Oh. Man, if you were 20 now with your current life experience, you'd be lethal. Is that lethal as in dangerous, or lethal as in something that Ali would call you? Lethal or deadly, you know what I mean? Yeah, it'd be dangerous, wouldn't it? If I knew then what I know now, would I have made it to now? That's the problem. Menopausal, wee, smelly, grey-haired woman. Oh. No, you know. You'd rule the world. You would do, because you'd have every single FA Cup winning team, every Grand National winning horse. All of it. Yeah, and those are your best points, they are. You'd be the same crazy woman. I'd be sat at home cashing in my Microsoft stock to buy this new thing called Bitcoin. Is it Bitcoin? No, Bitcoin. Bollocks to it. It's not money that makes you happy at all, is it? It's people. People make you happy. Or dogs. Right, well, it is Sunday, isn't it? Sunset Pier stream and I wasn't invited. Tit. He doesn't look happy there. I didn't realise you were there, Jeff, otherwise you could have come with us. Well, it's autumn, folks. Coat weather. Oh, I'd love a coat like that. Man, give us a coat like that. Southport fireworks look boss, lad. They did. When I picked Jess up yesterday, they looked fantastic. They were noisy as well. Hoo-yah! Angie, how you doing? You okay? The fireworks yesterday, man, wow. I should have got there anyway. I should have just parked up and filmed it, and then I could have got to Jess quicker. Jess quick. No. Jackie, you were a mad thing, late teens, early 20s. Settled a bit from 30 to 45. Went a bit crazy again. Settled now, though. Are you saying this is settled? All I can say then is I am glad I never knew you in your 20s, because I don't think I could cope at all. Settled? You're fucking mental now. Wouldn't go back to being 20. No internet. But wasn't it more fun without the internet? He says on the internet. No, of course, no. Keep the internet. Keep the internet. Real tree camouflage jacket. I would wear that. I would definitely wear that. I'm going to bust out me parka. Get the parka out this week, I think, if it gets cold. But I've also got me sort of black mid-jaw could wear this kind of coat as well, where it looks smart. Need a pair of black kicks to go with it though. I haven't got any black trousers, how mad. Well, I have actually. A pair of black suit kicks. That's about it really. Can't be wearing them with that though. Unless do a pinstripe. Do that. Ali, oh. You're back again. Guess who's back? Ali's back. Thomas, you've got ever quieter. That does not surprise me. More thoughtful, more contemplative. You've done things that would make your eyes water. I can imagine. Nice bench. Absolutely. I've showed the bench, Ali. Showed the benches. Very nice. What have you missed? A massive stein of alcohol-free beer. You've done illegal, immoral and downright dangerous things in your wilder years. Last week. Cut onions, is that what it was? Barnes, you gotta go. No worries, mate. Great to see you back. You take care, bud. Ali's the real Slim Shady. All you other Slim Shadys are just imitating. Last time you wore your long black coat, someone said you look like Neo. You grew your hair not long after. Oh, man. That's a look, that though, isn't it? That is a look. Where's the pics? Stick them on the RDA. You're almost a hermit now, Jinxie. You're that quiet, you don't go out much, you don't drink. Just sit at home plotting the downfall of my channel, obviously. Evil sod. Yeah, don't disappear again, Barnesy. Do not disappear. You've been warned, Mandy's told you. You've missed loads, Ali, you have. Because you know what it's like in here, within 5 minutes, just bedlam kicks off. It's all chaos. Everything goes chaosy. Tell you something else you've missed, Ali. Joe Nuts. Have you noticed something about the Joe Nuts? 4 in a pack and 2 are missing. Have a guess why that is? I'll give you the clue. Cup of tea. Me with my feet up. Nom nom nom. You have to keep busy. You do have to keep busy. And what better to keep yourself busy than being evil? You miss black and white stuff all over the place. Kirsty has mentioned every single black and white thing that's ever been invented, ever. Forever. And then there was 2, there is. There might not be 2 later. Just saying. And it was epic. A really good show in the live orchestra, added enormously. Live music, man, you can't beat it. You cannot beat it. If you like any kind of music, and then you find it, you see it live, it's on another level completely. I love it. Or he loves it, or he does. Illegal, immoral, and downright dangerous. It does sound like a good Wednesday in Belfast, Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland is more than just Belfast, by the way. We know that, but it does. How's Mrs. Tom? Can you hear me, Mrs. Tom? And Domingo Suarte. Domingo Suarte. Ali, if you like it, you get the chance, go and see them. They're definitely worth a watch. Especially if you can get there with the full added orchestra. Missed the new features. Did you miss that earlier? Yeah, you missed the new features as well. Well, features. Whenever there's talk of car stuff, there'll be a little bear's paw with car wheels in the left corner. Then one with boxing gloves for the boxing. Planes, there'll be little propellers instead of toes. Cricket will have crickety balls. Knitting chat will have knittingy balls. And football chat will elicit footballs. Because everyone needs to be warned of what's happening. Yep. Kirsty, you and Hadavi should go to another concert. You definitely should do. Still more black and white things to come. Man, do you love seeing local bands in grubby pubs? North Wales is spectacular for that, isn't it? It seems to be the home of grubby pubs and local bands. Sticky floors and rounds of applause. What more can you ask for? Casper, how you doing, bud? Hiding a wardrobe and then a skilling from the police. Naughty, naughty, very naughty. Harsh vocals, harsh vocals, harsh. Yeah, they said there's some really good stuff in pubs just over the years. People that have never made it and never will make it. And yeah, you go and watch them and they are absolutely ridiculously accomplished. That's where you can find some of the best live nights. People have probably stopped trying. We're not going to crack it. We're not going to crack America. We're not going to get a record contract. Just turn up, have fun, and have the audience, the crowd in the palm of the hands. What more can you ask for? Ali, next behind the bar, after our Jinxie has finished poisoning all the lads' beer for them. Evil, she's evil. Oh, man. How's the weather? The weather has been horrific. The whole of the north of the UK seems to be covered in rain, covered in clouds. Although it's stopped now, thankfully. But it was warm. It was warm earlier. Fanta for Ali Alio. Just the E lads. He's good. He's a good. Alright, that's harsh, that, isn't it? Evil. Evil J-Lu. Tune. Teardrop. Boss tune, man. Beautiful. Beautiful sunshine today over there, but cooler. Nice. You want a drink from Ali? Can't know what it is. Know what it is. Should be up next. I've just looked at my screen and there's something I didn't recognise for a second, and now I do. Just put me off my stride, just slightly for a second. It's alright now. Mum's getting ready for bed. Oh, very nice. Mrs. Tom was out dancing on Friday, you know. Have you ever seen her dancing, you know? Really dancing. Was taken to IKEA on Saturday and a roast dinner today. That's a proper full-on weekend, that isn't it? A weekender. She better be alright. Domingo is fed up with the rain. Cats don't like rain. They'd rather laze in the sunshine. Yep, yeah, Ali, here's 10p. Phone home. You won't be there in the morning. It was 23 there in Denmark today. Tomorrow it's set to change though. Rain and 12C. That's pretty much what it was like today here. We've had a couple of really warm days, and the last day and a half, 2 days has been cold and wet. Although I went for my walk earlier, the temperature was quite nice. And I beat my PB. I have done my GB, my PB. About to put the ice shield back on for the night. Oh, good stuff. She's doing okay, getting better all the time. It's bad when punters are waiting on the favourite server. I know it is, isn't it? But there you go. Ali was in IKEA yesterday. Were you buying something to crouch behind? Is that what it is? Is it an RG box? It is. Everything you see on the top of the screen is in the Juki. Juki. Doesn't appreciate a good cougar. That's how it could be your TV show, The Good Cougar. The sun still has The sun still has some power, but not for long. Getting close. It's autumn equinox today. Sure, I didn't know that, so I didn't. Hit the like button, everybody. Gotta hit the like. It's all about the likes and the heart button. Oh, the heart's moved. Has that dropped down? I think it has, hasn't it? It has. The heart's dropped down. Brucey bonus. They have finally moved the bastard. That way, if I want to pin something, I can pin it without accidentally hearting myself, because if you do that, you know, it is a bit sad, isn't it? Hearting yourself on your own stream. Happy autumnal equinox, everybody. That's a good phrase. I like that. Happy autumnal equinox. Which means, how far away are we? We won't be that far away until it's the shortest day. 21st of December in the area. He said frost was early in September, but it was 0.6 in the morning. It is early. September's early to get frost here. Here anyway. Possibly as well because Ireland and the west coast of England and Wales and Scotland, because the Gulf Stream, we don't really get frost until much later on. Than the east coast of England and Wales, east coast of England and Scotland will probably get frost much earlier than we do. Know what I mean? It's hard to heart yourself if you're struggle grinding, it is. And it's been a grind and it's been a struggle. seeing as though every time I think, right, there's going to be another 40 hours added, 20 gets added instead. Where has all the others gone? Where have all the hours gone, my friend? Still haven't got the heart thing. Oh, man. It'll be there. At least it's not in the pissing way like it is for, well, it used to be for us. Sometimes have the cold and warmer air from the continent. That's the main difference. Yeah. But for us, like, that early September, get out, get my car of a morning, and there's a mist of dew on there, but it's not frozen. Still far too warm. But it can be 5 or 6 degrees cooler on the east coast, which can make a hell of a difference when you start getting down to it. Heartless, man. You're heartless. Absolutely heartless. You haven't got it either, Louise. Must be the white lightning. Ah, that's what it is. You're too pissed on white lightning to see the art. You had frost there last week. It was so strange. Did you slip over in the car park? Is that what it is? Better believe it. You better believe it. It's been between 0.6 and 30.2 this September. What? That's a fairly wide range of temperatures, isn't it? Maybe you only have the heart if you have YouTube Premium. I haven't got Premium and I've got the heart, man. Just doesn't show up for everyone. Bizarrely. It's weird. Might heart myself now. It looks so wrong, but it feels so right. Jackie has the heart. Not sure about that, to be honest with you. The 30.2 was the warmest September day in 77 years. I think it might be an iPhone thing. Are you on an iPhone? Suggestion for the jukebox, Pet Shop Boys. My heart stops missing a beat. Pet Shop Boys, man. Frozen Clags. Oof, painful. Very painful. Have you got Yow Chow Premium? Has they got Premium? Has not got Premium. I did have it for a while because it was on an offer. So why not? Your heart's on your phone rather than your sleeve, obviously. Yeah, whose is it? Whose heart is it? Is it in the freezer beneath a box of Findus crispy pancakes? Or bird's eye potato waffles, which are waffly versatile, by the way. Did I see benefit from YouTube Premium? I didn't. The only thing was you didn't get any adverts, which was... I'm not even asked about that anymore. Having been in the creative space for a while, I will happily sit through every single advert that they show me, because anyone who's willing to make videos or live stream or anything, I just think if it means me sitting down for 5 minutes watching adverts and they get paid for it, I will do that. Which is a huge change to a couple of years ago when I would have just gone skip. Steve only has Telegram and not suitable for work. Or is that New South fucking Wales? Must be a Queensland man on his phone. To go with the cheese. You've got the heart on your Android phone and the iPad, so it's both. As a streamer, the YouTube Premium viewers count for more. I think Premium viewers, you get it goes into a pot, I think, and everyone gets a little bit of a sliver of it. But you have to be monetized for advertising for that. So I'll find out if I get anything as and when the 4,000 ticks round. which shouldn't be too long now. Gingers crossed. Shouldn't be too long. Last Victim's Heart. All of them are in there, aren't they? Keep mementos of every one of these fellas that you've iced. I've seen you before. On the Discovery Channel at 4 o'clock in the morning. Ireland's most lunatic murderesses. And you get off to walk the doggies. Gaan we naar buiten? There we go. Wel te rusten. You've had that on trials. When you win the lottery, it's the first thing you're buying. It can be money well spent, I think. If you spend a huge amount of time on YouTube, it could be money well spent. And I think everybody who's in the partner program for the advertising gets a sliver of it as well. Hope you all have a lovely week. You too. Had a week, you too. Got to have a souvenir. You've got a blue heart as well. That's one that's just come straight out the freezer, isn't it? Ali leave it. She's around somewhere, isn't she? Did I steal the hat off Joe Thomas, aka Simon of the In-Betweeners? I didn't. Got it over there. It's there. Oh, you're so soft. You want that little reminder. Oh, ain't that cute? I ain't that cute. We're a minute away from Piggly Ding. 1 minute away from Piggly Dinging. Your head's been telling you all day that it was a Saturday. Until I was live, at which point, well, it can't be Saturday. He doesn't do this shit on a Saturday. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? The weeks, the last 2 or 3 weeks for me, the days have made no sense whatsoever. Despite the fact that I have to do certain things for work on certain days and certain things on here on certain days. It's mecca to no sense. Plus, I did you no favours at all last week by streaming 5 days in a row, which is bang out of order. I've got more hats than Mr. Ben, I have. And I never used to be a hat guy at all. Never used to like wearing them. All of a sudden, I do. I don't mind them at all. Anything that covers the face, it's always got to be a boon, I think. Piggly Ding next. Piggly Ding next. She's behind the bar. Do I have Matt Berry's witching skin hat as well? Could be, could be. As if by magic Nick appeared. Yes. Oh, sorry, Mr. Ben. Right. Well, I'm going to leave you with kippers for 5 minutes. When I say 5 minutes, I don't mean 5 minutes. You having a chair bear bunch? He's there. I'm back. You can go there. Go and sit. Right, well, I'm home alone. Well, I'm not home alone. I'm the only one downstairs now. Kippers needs a cushion. That's because he's not a smidge under 6'2". Innit? Know what I mean? Yep. You know it's Wednesday night and the feeling's right. Oh, what a night. That was quick, it was. Making sure the front door's shut and locked, not just shut. Because everyone has gone. There's just me downstairs on my own. You know it's Sunday because it's the only day it's quiet, of course. Very quick. Downstairs loo, very posh. We have. Pesh behind it. The bathroom is literally behind the wall there, so it's just walk round, in, out. You've got a downstairs loo. It's a bungalow. If it wasn't downstairs, it would be an absolute pain. I'm still tall, and I'm definitely packing heat. I have been measured. Mandy measured me. I am definitely not 6'2" or under. I am 6'4". 6'4" without shoesies. That's a Mighty Boosh reference, by the way. Oh, I did, didn't I? I wonder why it was warm. Glad it wasn't a radio mic. Well, radio mics, of course, are also known as lav mics, funnily enough, which is short for lavalier, lav mics. Wouldn't do that to you. Yeah, but I'm down here on my own. It's weird. Mandy, what made you measure me? I think it's because I've constantly kept on going on and fucking on and on and on and on about it. I am not a smidge under 6'2", no matter what that knobhead of a woman. Call her a knobhead of a woman. She was a nurse, a lovely, lovely nurse. No way on earth am I a smidge under 6'2", so we now have proof. But at least you didn't go, oh, like a lot of people seem to do when I stand up to me full height. Oh. It's not fucking I'm not freakily tall. I'm not like Greg Davis or someone like that. They are freakily tall. I'm not. I used to be tall. I'm not anymore. I'm starting to get to the point where I'm average. There's more people who are taller than me than there is who are small. It's mad. Yes, I asked, and you have got a tape measure, of course. One of those mics the teachers wear for the hearing impaired students. Definitely not. What else could you have measured? Nothing with a metal tape measure. Not a chance. I think I've almost ripped my fingers off using them myself in the past. I'm not going anywhere near anything else with one of them. Not a chance. Yeah. Can you measure me? It's the new Can I Feel Your Muscles, isn't it? The inside leg. That's a long one as well. I am the wrong measurements. Or it was, at least when I was younger, I was the wrong measurements. Men's trouser pants come in 36 waist and 34 leg. I was 34 waist and 36 leg, which always have to be bleeding different, don't you? You wouldn't mind being small if your peen was grand. That's not how big it is. It's what you do with it, isn't it? So it's only small, but there's 16 stone behind. You know what I mean? She measured me lying down. She did not. She should have done, really, because it would have been easier rather than struggling to reach my entire bloody height. How tall is Mandy if she was able to measure me? How tall are you, Mandy? A 5'7"-ish, 5'8"-ish? I don't know. But just about managed at a stretch to reach up to the height. Mandy a dab hand with a metal tape measure, slings it around. She does. She looks like someone who's done a lot of carving in the past. Casper, you wish you were a smidge under 6'2". That wouldn't be a bad height, to be honest. Being my stupid height when I was younger, back when I was tall, like I say, I used to constantly have to get things off shelves in supermarkets or change light bulbs for people. We're in someone's house. Can you change that light bulb for me? Have you not got a step ladder? I have yet. My real ladder left home when I was 6. All that weird kind of shit. And then when you're walking down the road when it's raining, all your rain lands on you, and all the people that are next to you with umbrellas that are down here somewhere bounce onto you as well, so you end up absolutely piss wet through. 5'5", I never measured you. Cricked neck. A lot of people do get cricked necks speaking to Emma, little Emma, my mate from work, who's 4 foot. 4'11", I think she is. Every time I used to walk past her in the corridor, I put my hand up and go high five, and obviously she needed a cherry picker just to give me a high five. Just used to laugh. I think probably, oh, not this shit again. Kirsty, you don't know how tall you are. Oh, man. I hope I took off the hat. That would add the extra 2 inches. This one would. No, the hat was off. The hat came off. Another fast showing it. The hat, the famous hat. You showed me 2 of your spirit levels. You did. Not that I'm probably thinking back at it now. I have never met a woman with a single spirit level, let alone someone who's got 2 of the bloody things. 36 inside, like everyone knows the colour of my socks. They do. Unless I'm not wearing them. If I'm wearing me espadrilles, going for my Miami Vice look. I had a call, no worries. When you ambush the Goodison pre-match stream, it'll be an Arnie DeVito twins affair. We'll have to organise our outfits then so we're wearing the same thing. I look forward to that. Swing by, sweet chariot. You were 28 before you could buy beer without ID. You talk to as a child when you're in your 20s. It sucks, man. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine that, Casper. I mean, I was getting served in pubs when I was 15 and things like that because I was shaven and 6'4" and looking every inch a youthful looking man. Ali in demand. Ali's always in demand. Yeah, don't take your calls via the pager, for fuck's sake. New mission. It's a side mission, this, isn't it? Like Grand Theft Auto. Do 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 do. Now you look like a 24-year-old that's lived a rough life. You got more than 2. How many have you got? Like 3 inches added to your height. You could get you'd be a smidge under 6'2" if you wore your top hat, wouldn't you? 2 spirit levels. You only showed the pocket ones. All right, so you've got like proper full-on bricky spirit levels. Have you got bricky spirit levels? Do you have much in petrol blue? If not, how about petrol pink, petrol green, petrol black at a push, petrol navy? What happened to the chat on the screen? What the fucking what? What's happened there? Don't tell me fucking I unfortunately I don't have command of chatbot. But it's saying everything's alright. Apparently. What's the emergency chat? No, that's still fucking YouTubey chat. Hang on. We might have to press buttons here. Chatbot. It's a chatbot. Commands now. Widgets and alerts. No. Where's that? I need to be able to copy a thing. This is pissing me off, this now. Where does it say copy? It should say copy. Copy the link, for fuck's sake. Right, I'm going to try something. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. To hell with the consequences. That's a different chat. I would have to mess around and change the settings on it, but I can't do that now. But yeah, that's Castellabs. Weird, very weird. Don't show how much we pay attention. Is all of that showing up on the screen? I can't see. It is, isn't it? It's frozen. Oh, let it go. Got 3 mini magnetic spirit levels. That makes 6. What? Is it one of those DIY levels with a fixed bubble? Put the one I had last time so you can see the hearts. What? Which what? Hey? Got to go and buy bubbles for your spirit level first thing in the morning, along with a tin of tartan paint. Lots of chat. Yeah, I don't know why Botrix is being Bitrix tonight. Right, Botrix is obviously being weird. If you look at that, that has just stopped, hasn't it? So, tits to Botrix. Tomorrow I will find a way of putting another chat on the screen which is better. Definitely. I can't push buttons now because it'll just break everything in a million settings of a heart. Accounts, plugins, a byte, Streamlab alert. Oh, might be able to work it through that. Chatbot. No, this is bollocks. You should be able to change the size of things, shouldn't you? Loads of chat. Louise want a wine? No, please. A Jinxie jungle juice for Jinxie. Antibiotics for Tomash. Yeah. Don't eat your sky hooks and your long weight. Man, he's got some long weights in the garage. Of course. Fed up with the White Thunder, you need to go into something a bit more classy. I put different chat in once when the bot was MIA. Oh, hang on, where we are. Hang on a second, where we are. Chat box. Where have I put that now? Chat box. I'm pushing buttons live here. We're having that one instead of emergency chat. Chat box settings. Will this change anything? It's not. Fucking. The whole chat's going mad. There's something fucking wrong here, man. Save settings. Everything's going weird. I can't see anything. Can't see anything. Is that any better? It's just going away, isn't it? Always show messages. Hang on. I wonder. I'm doing this live. I'm doing it for the kids. And we'll see if this works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It appears then flies off. Save settings. No. Always show messages. Right, well, I'll go back and I'll see if I can change this again. We'll delete this one. Oh no, it's staying on there now, isn't it? Right, well, it's going to cover part of my face, but that's never a bad thing, so I'll just shivel over here slightly. I quite like the look of that, to be honest with you. That looks a decent chat, doesn't it? What do we think? Is that better than the normal chat? Been pressing the heart button. Steve, falling asleep. Night, mate. No worries. Night to you. Night to Helen. Night to Ruby Doo. I quite like this chat. It needs to be changed, doesn't it? The size of it needs to be changed and everything, but I like it. I like it. The red wines you like are bloody expensive, so cheap ass rosé and white it is. Beer, of course, yes. Yes, we know someone who endorses cooler red wine, some evil sod, not just cool, fridged red wine, which is an abomination. Disgraceful behaviour. Cellar temperature, not fridge temperature. Fridge temperature is about 5 degrees, isn't it? Cellar temperature is about 13 or 14, so there's still a slight reduction in. It's not room temperature, which sometimes can be a little bit too warm, but cellar temperature. I don't mind how that looks, that chat. If that could be changed slightly so it's a bit more suitable, that could work. That could definitely work with a capital Ch. Show viewers platform icon as well. We can do that. How can you make it smaller? I don't want the font size to be smaller, but squidge it in slightly. It'll do again. It'll come up in a sec. Have I missed you? Where have I... What comments have I missed of yours, Louise? What have I missed? What have I missed? Evil sod, what have you done? Go on, tell me. Where are you? I've got it on. Try a chilled, different beast and it upsets the wine snobs. Ah, there you go. No, chilled kills the flavour, unfortunately, as it does with all drinks, which is the reason why a lot of American lagers have to be freezing cold, otherwise you taste them. If it's too chilled, you kill the flavour structures. I got called the Sassenach for offering someone a cold gold label. You know what I mean? Can't be doing that. White wine, on the other hand, yes, chilled. Rosé too. Red wine should be cellar temperature. Sommeliers will tell you that. Proper full-on sommeliers. Yeah, and we had to watch the walk the doggies. Don't tell him, bike. Pinot Noir is supposed to be served quite chilled. That just means relax when you're doing it. Serve cool, so I put my sunglasses on and a hat. Yeah, man. Antibiotics for Tomasz, saved a trip for doctor. And you used to love wine when you used to drink. Me too. But you don't need to drink. You don't need to drink to have a good time. It helps, but it's not completely vital. Just so people know that. But yeah, cellar temperature is not room temperature. That's the thing to look out for as well. Room temperature is about 19 degrees Celsius, isn't it? 18, 19 or something. Cellar temperature's 12, 13, 14. So it's not warm, it's not cold, it's in between. Much better. How's the alcohol-free wine? Any good? I am used to drinking it. I love it. Iceberg Merlot, which other people have a real proper go at it. It reminds me of an alcoholic wine that I used to drink, and I can't think which one it was. But for me, it just means that I'm not falling into temptation. And I still feel like I'm just sat in the house having a glass of wine after work with me mum and dad as normal. I've got them, I've got my dad especially on the zero as well. Yeah, but if you're struggling to get over it, for me the alcohol red wine and the alcohol free red wine and some of the alcohol free beers really help. Watching a footy with a bottle of beer, I don't feel like I'm missing out. Doesn't have to make me feel fully over to be good. A Kildekuld or cellar cooled beer is amazing. Kildekuld. Cellar cold, yeah. How's it my Mar and Zara sound like? I've got to go with them on Tuesday to Aintree again. I know where I'm going, so it's easy for me to take them there. And I've got the blue badge. I've got blow badge. You've been bitten again. Mowing the grass on Friday night. What? In Danish pubs you can have either room temperature, cellar cool or refrigerated. Yeah, if you do anything cold, it kills a lot of the flavour. Have we decided on a name for the potatoes? There's 100 of the buggers here. There's the Jinxie potato. There's two of these. Side by side as they sing along together. Oh, hang on. Is that the equivalent of asking a lady her age? Never do that, never. You have no idea there's non-alcoholic wine there is. I drink it all the time. And again, I don't know if it's psychological. The fact that I can sit there and drink a bottle of it, and then if the phone goes and my daughter says, "Can you pick me up?" Yeah, no worries. I'll go and pick you up now, and I don't have to worry. I'm not sat at home pissed, ignoring the phone, asleep. No, it's good. Vanilla spray, that was mentioned today, wasn't it? In something I read, vanilla spray. White vinegar and something else is good for keeping things away from the house. Things. There's more than two. There's definitely more than two. There's two to hand right now with the hairy ones. As well as more of the biggies. More of the smallies. More of the smallies. They're everywhere. Potatoes fecking everywhere. Bitten by ticks. There's a big plain one, but it's not a gorilla. The rhythm is going to get you. Tomash, cheers for the super chat, mate. Much appreciated, bud. Thank you for the streaming service. Thank you for having people to stream to. That's the main thing. Without you lot, it would just be me here crying, rocking backwards and forwards. Nobody likes me. Nobody likes me. Lang Trues. Never mind vanilla spray.
Next.
Ali, Piggly Dinged. Who's next behind the bar? Who wants to do a shift? Who's patting the reins up for the last 25 minutes? Or is it me? Am I doing it? Is it moi? You would have seen in the corner as well then, there was a rimmer giving you a salute. I salute thee. Ali, out you will. Oh, fair enough. Go on, there's no piggly ding for this one, no. Love the rimmer salute thingy. I thought I'd try and make it a bit more us rather than generic, so hence the pause. Oh, Kippers and Horace. We are getting to that point, aren't we? Forgot about this. This just goes too quick.
But Kippers Vindaloo can't be good for you.
More Arnold J. Rimmer. Gatwick train cancelled after squirrels board and refused to leave. The squirrels boarded without tickets, breaching railway by clause, a spokesperson for the train operator joked. Joke, even Nick's jokes are better. Hoo-yah! I agree. Guess that's the reason why you Google and talk out loud. There's always a reply then, isn't it? Like you're with someone. Angie, you do a shift. Might have to throw you on in about 15 minutes or 10 minutes and 8 and do the rest between you, one each, if you know what I mean. Breakfast Club, yep. Saw it in the cinema at the time. Ali Sheedy from the Breakfast Club did follow me on Twitter. I think she deleted her account at one point. She's another one that sent me a DM on Twitter asking me what the bleeding hell I was talking about. She's very, very, very aware of injustices and things, and I was having a go at someone and she couldn't understand what I was saying and asked me to explain what it was. I had to explain Scouse vernacular to a woman off the Breakfast Club in DMs. Also had Kate Robbins DM me as well once. because I was having a go at Piers Morgan. Every time he said anything, I put 2 pictures up. One of a phone and one of the New Zealand team doing the haka. So it just says phone haka. And she sent me a message, Kate Robbins once. You don't like him at all, do you? No, he's a blurt. Squirrels on a train. That is a squeakle, if you will. That's Alvin and Simon Theodore, wasn't it? Chipmunks. Twitter is on its arse at the moment, it is. Because that tit who's in charge, the wonderful businessman, fuck's sake, same as Trump, innit? Handed hundreds of millions of pounds from his apartheid era emerald mining family, and then went and bought places, and now everyone thinks he invented the electric car. Fuck's sake. Keep your nets safe. You've got to keep your nets safe. Yep. Snakes on a plane, squirrels on a train. I know which one I'd rather watch. And you're happy to be here. We're happy to have you here as well. It's good, isn't it? I like the fact that you just jump on and start chatting shite, and there's someone halfway around the world who goes, what? What is he talking about? Don't care, mate. Join in. Was it the same leg you got bitten on? Ooh, good question. Once bitten, twice shite. The squeakle. That's wasn't that what it was called? Alvin, Simon, Theodore, the Chipmunks, the squeakle. Wrexham links with Kate Robbins, of course. I'm gonna have to go to Wrexham, aren't I? As part of my channel. I'm not going to go all the way to Enschede or Middlesbrough just to stand outside the house that I used to live in with an Osmo Pocket 3. I used to live here. But I might have to go to Wrexham, go to the ground, do a little bit of a wander round, chat about the Hall of Famer. It's one of the best things about live streams, isn't it? When people drop in and just have no idea what's going on, we'll jump in the chat and start talking to you. What is it you're talking about? Oh, we're talking about dogging. What's dogging? We don't have that over here in Switzerland. Yes, you fucking do, mate. What a Wikipedia Kate Robbins has, has she? Backing vocals on which song? What was she singing on? What? I'm tired of these motherfucking squirrels on this motherfucking train. Apparently those squirrels were really aggressive and they wouldn't get off. All you need is a guard who's a smidge under 6'2" to walk over and just go, right, you off now. A sensational ambition. The Bears Paws on tour. Have phone, will travel. We've already got. We did outdoor live stream pause stuff, didn't we? With the Tiki Bar, and that's Tiki Bar, by the way. It can be done. The Bears Paws on tour can happen. Also, the 8 Mile Radius tour hoodie and tour t-shirt, whatever it is, will have to be done. The logo on the front and all the dates on the back. The dates of which, of course, are going to be everyone's birthday and their local concert venue. So for me, it would be 10th of April and Southport Floral Hall for where I am now. Of course, Toronto 72. All in there. They just call it something else. Doggins everywhere. Like Jungle, dogging is massive. Backing vocals on 1982. The Mighty Wah. What? Imagine dogging in the North Pole or the South Pole. Huskying, yeah. Is that when you end up shouting so much you end up with a sore throat? Huskying. A non-alcoholic Pinot Noir. Pinot Noir. Very nice Pinot Noir. Very smooth. get the post to Toronto for the 72 anniversary. I do have friends in Toronto. I could go over there. I could go and see Chelsea. And a fella Bruno, go over there and get them to take me to the Maple Leaf Gardens, stand outside with the 8 mile radius key on, you know what I mean, giving it loads. Dress up in proper 70s bell bottoms and platform shoes, at which point I might be 6'4" or more. It's everywhere. Dogging is everywhere. Wherever there is humans, there is up to no goods. Story of the Blues. It pisses me off that he's a Red, because that would be a perfect Everton song, wouldn't it? Lead female vocals on the Chicken song, of course. Does it hold your chickens in the air? Stick a deck chair up your nose. A Jinxie Jungle Juice for Jackie. And, if you can, some cushions so she doesn't fall off the settee onto the floor again. Listening to my soporific sounds. Right. Well, there's one more to go, isn't there? So. And that's a Horace chai coup, because it's tea, chai. I'll go fuck yourselves. I like that one. It's quite nice. Well done, Horace. Well done. You've done well there. A bit confused for a minute. You were thinking a Birdie song. No, it's off Spitting Image. Wasn't that? Was that written by Tony Hawk? Not the skateboarder, the fella who was on Red Dwarf. He also had Morris and the Miners. Didn't he have a couple of #1 hits? And he's a comedian. Chaiku. I thought it worked brilliantly. This is what we're going for. It's not just comedy, it's highbrow, proper highbrow comedy. You know, now I sang it. Does that mean that my voice is getting less shite? That you can actually understand it? Round Island with a Fridge, Tony Hawk, that's the one. He was also in Red Dwarf. He used to do the warm-up. You know, where you get the audience come in and you have to do a little bit of stand-up to get them warmed up before the gig. And because he was always there, they just dragged him in and had him playing all kinds of other bits and pieces in there. Have I tried the tea? I haven't yet. The tea's still there. I'll have to take that into there. But the Joe Nuts were, ooh. I tried to get a picture of it, by the way. Joe Nut in my mouth. And then my cup of tea ready. And every time I did that, the Joe Nut started to fall. Because I couldn't help myself from biting into it. I'm going to have another one of them when I finish here. And then my alcohol-free red wine, of course. And I've got goos in the fridge as well. Oh, I have goo. Question, why is there a clouded leopard asleep on the tree? Did you mention him earlier? Is this manifestation a clouded leopard manifested onto the tree? Chaiku, definitely. What leopard? There's a leopard. Yeah, there's a clouded leopard. Black and white, aren't they, the clouded leopards? Are they? Kirsty mentioned it earlier. A clouded leopard. There's a clouded leopard up there. The leopard's clouded. Kirsty's stoned. Nothing wrong with that, Kale. Nothing wrong with that. That is massive, man. That is proper massive. But it was nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, do you know, I like that chat a bit better than the Botrix chat, I think. Just need to fix it so it doesn't look shite. Get there, though. You weren't before. Getting there slowly. Are you sure it's not Joust? But he's very, very close. The clouded leopard's far away, but he's really close. The jug is big enough. It is. Ali Ali out. It's the size of my head. Got a couple of joints. Must be some heavy salad, that then, lid. Just. Joust. Joust the kitty cat. He's asleep next to you. Well, at least he's not eating cables and things, so you're alright, aren't you? For a change. Jousty, 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 jousty. Na 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 na. Lovely stuff. Love early stuff. The one, the only, the man, the myth, the legend, Just. How is Jess? She is off work tomorrow because she's not feeling well. Which means I don't have to pick her up in the morning. Yay! Which also means I don't get to see her in the morning. Oh. So I get a lie in, but I don't get a... I don't want to hug off her anyway, the little disease-ridden shitbag. Yeah. But she's not feeling well. Having to pick her up yesterday. She was missing out on a fair bit of the fireworks. And missing out with a friend, time with her friends, but I managed to take her home without her vomiting all over my car. Which is one of the things she actually said to me. Thing is, Dad, I'm never sick unless I've, had loads of ale. Alright, fair enough. So it must be something else. Because she wasn't drinking yesterday. Don't wake him up calling his name. That's why I say Just. The wires are safe, they are. Dreaming at the moment. What fireworks? It is the British Musical Fireworks Championship. Over 2 nights in Southport. We have it every year. Which means part of the town is cut off. And there's thousands of people down there watching some fantastic fireworks to music. At the same time, Blackpool, over the road, over the sea, is also getting loads of fireworks. Mandy was saying that North Wales was lit up with fireworks as well. Real? Full of them. Sounds very similar to where I am. Constant bloody fireworks. But it is great. Me and Jess went one year. Paid to get in and it done nothing but bloody rain. But the musical fireworks were great. They had Phil, your actual Phil Collins, coming in the air tonight, and when it got to the drum thing, all the fireworks went off. Time to which sounds more like EastEnders. That was shit, wasn't it? Psst, psst, psst. Is that you trying to wake Just, or do you need to go for a pee? Is that what you're telling us? Piss, piss, piss. Oh, my bloody back. It's amazing. If you're ever in the northwest of England, try it. It's amazing. Amazing. September every year, sometimes October, if they've had some issues with the weather being really windy and things like that. Send in Jess love and healing energies. Thank you very much, Andy. Much appreciated. Hopefully she'll be better tomorrow. For Tuesday, hopefully. A couple of days of proper sleep. Loads of water. Piss yourself healthy. Works. I told her that. Why do I feel you're going to have to Google different dark tourist spots in different cities in the UK of Ireland? Because it'll be boss. Do it. Do it now. Might have been Ayres Park, to be fair. So if you were on a boat, sort of coming into Liverpool, and you're heading towards the Mersey Bar, you'd look up and you would see the whole of the northwest of England and Wales lit up with fireworks. Be amazing, absolutely amazing. Look sound, that lad, know what I mean? Haven't touched a drop. That'll be fun. I'm watching the telly later. The Royal Rover from the Pogmahons. Done some of London one last night. Just got to finish the rest of the one that you were reading. Oh, very nice, Kirsty. There's so much interesting stuff out there, isn't there? I mean, proper interesting. Even things like the British Musical Fireworks Championship. Unless it was in my hometown, I wouldn't know it existed. The same as the Lawnmower Museum, I wouldn't know that existed. I still haven't been there. Obvs. But I will do. Now that I've got my gear to go in there. The whole coast goes mental on the 5th of November. Remember. Spectacular. It does, as does the whole of the Merseyside coast. So again, if you're on a boat offshore, just look round and you're pretty much, well, not 360 because you can't see island, but fireworks everywhere, man. And for New Year as well. As it should be. Out with the old, in with the new. Bang! I learned some bits about London you didn't know about, which was lovely. It is always lovely to hear new stuff about somewhere that you live. You can ask yourself, why didn't I know these things? But London especially, there's that much going on there, so much history. Such an old city. And it's huge, so there must be a bajillion things that you don't know about at all. But it's just nice every time you pick up a new little thread to weave into the tapestry of what you know of old London town. I've just punched the soft box there because I'm a soft shite. Always good. Millennium was crazy too. That I can well imagine. As we thought all the planes would fall out of the sky, so let's just go out in a blaze of glory by setting fire to everything we can find. Kaboom everywhere. Fact. I deal in facts. Fact. It is lovely. Liverpool's a bit like that as well, even though it's a fairly small city compared to Londinium. It's also a really, really old city with huge history and mad things going on. And despite being an owl bastard, occasionally something will pop up and I did not know that. Like Mandy, you were the one that told me about, what's that thing? The is it a fella in a thing and a thing? Is there a fella in a pyramid? Mandy, are you there? What is it you were telling me about? There's somebody in a pyramid in Liverpool, isn't there? Or have I just dreamt that one? The body of someone is there. I didn't know it was there, but apparently it's there. The pyramid tomb, that's the one. I didn't realise it was there, despite the fact that it's a part of town that I've been around fairly many times, but I didn't know it was there. Bizarro. And it's someone who's not from the city saying to you, have you heard about the pyramid tomb? No. Wow, it was brilliant. Why didn't I know about this? Because you don't send round a book with, these are all the things you need to know about your city. You stumble across them, or someone who's been here who's stumbled across them tells you. Don't ask the name, that was ages ago. No, it's alright. As long as I know it's the pyramid tomb. What's the score? 4K goal. We are at the moment 3,937 with a couple of big days to come, but they keep taking hours off because, you know, YouTube. So the next, I mean, today only 20 hours got added when the watch hours in the day was 30 hours and 30 and a half hours. Apparently 10 hours of what was watched was shorts, according to these fuckers. Which is part of the problem as well, by the way. Shorts can get you loads of subs, but they also, you got no idea how many hours count towards your bits and bobs. I've also dropped below 10,000 subs, and it has taken a huge amount of views away. I do believe if you go above 10,000, it starts pushing you a bit more. But it's noticeable. The second it dropped down below 10,000, it's not getting pushed out there anymore. But doesn't really matter, does it? You need 1,000 good followers or good supporters that will get you above monetization and will stick with you. When they say it's all about community, it is absolutely 100% right. It's more important. You don't need 200,000 people. What you need is 1,000 quality, loyal friends, supporters, fans, whatever they are. Because there are fans out there of people, obviously. But anyone that's willing to watch your stuff, feedback, comment, like, share, and give you an idea and a steer on what you need to be doing, that's far more important. Otherwise, I was going to say it's just a vanity metric, but apparently it is also a metric where above which your stuff gets pushed and below which it doesn't. But there you go. I need everyone to binge watch for a week. Ooh, well, you can say that, not me. I couldn't get away with doing that. But, you know, yeah. Nah, just a few hours here and there would work wonders. And you might get more sunset streams as well, just to push me over the edge. Possibly. Alison and Mandy, you also have a page in a notebook. Oh, what? Full pages in a notebook. Sounds slightly ominous. It does, doesn't it? Man. It's nice to know you're important though, isn't it? Isn't it, wasn't it? Didn't it, wouldn't it? Maybe we need ominous music, don't we? Dude, that is it a suspended chord? I can't remember. I could play it. I could play it on the guitar, but I couldn't play it on the guitar at the moment. It's a chord that I don't think I'll be able to do until I'm fully healthy. Sure, is it diminished? Diminished or suspended? Probably diminished, I think. But it's one of those suspense chords that you really puts you on edge. You binge watch every day. My tunes playing in the background. The tunes are boss, man. To be fair, people do have a go at AI, but the AI music has been spectacular. I mean, one of my favourite ones I haven't played yet. I want to make a video with it as a background because it's so good. It sounds like Joby Talbot from The Divine Comedy. Brilliant. Orchestrated. Stunning. I'm getting one as well. Ooh, I like that. How's my guitar strumming coming along? Very, very slowly and not brilliantly at the moment, but probably because I've been absolutely exhausted. And you need to have a little bit of strength in your hand to be able to grip hold of it and strum nicely. Dun dun dun. Almost. Now there's I'm sure it might be a diminished ninth. It'll come to me. There's a chord when you play it straight away. Everyone goes, oh. If you play it, the hairs on a cat's neck stand up. That's how bad it is. You're off. No worries, Kirsty. No worries. Catch you later. I'll be off soon myself anyway. We've done 3 hours. 3 hours, man. How can you sit and listen to me for 3 fucking hours? I wouldn't. Do a watch along for Ajax on Thursday. I don't think I've got the channel for that. I can only do watch alongs for the channels that I can watch along with. Unfortunatamente, as they say in Japan. Tom to tom tom tom. Dun 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 dun. Yeah. I miss doing that though. Just there's a chord. Hang on. Pick up, play. That's the chord I was talking about. I miss being able to do that. Or Jess, she sent me a thing a couple of weeks ago. She's been practicing at home playing Talk Tonight by Oasis, which is a fairly easy song to play once you learn it. You know, it's not one of those ones that you spend ages learning and then you still have to struggle to play. But it's just the learning of it that takes a bit of a while. Her dad, I've been practicing What You Think, and she played it and it sounded absolutely note for note perfect. So I thought, yeah, I can show her the rest of the stuff that's in there. I can sing it to her. But I can't, because I can't use my hand and my singing voice is fucked. That's what I miss. The James Bond chord, that's one of them as well. I'm sure that's a suspended one. Yeah, Dad, Daughter, Talk Tonight, duet. We could do that. She wouldn't sing, but I would do. I would sing my tits off. Happily sing them. And it's easy enough for me to play because I know how to play all that stuff. If Noel can play it, anyone can. Angie, no problem at all. I didn't create this beautiful community. I just turned up and everyone else who were already part of the community followed with me. I was part of this community before I was part of this community. But it's lovely. They are the best out there. I know everyone says that. Everyone has to say that. But genuinely, these are the best. This is the best community. To hell with all those others. This is where it's at. Yep, and you're a huge part of it, Angie, of course. We all are. It's brilliant. People have got the same kind of energy, the same kind of beliefs. The same way of being. That t-shirt that I wear, the Everton one with Just Be Sound, that's not just for Everton, that's also for people in general. And I think that's exactly what people are in this. They're just sound. If you have to explain to people what's the community like, lad, they're just sound. You know what I mean? They're just sound. Can't beat that, just being sound. Sitting on your own, streaming on your phone, 1,000 million views. Keep on going, we'll get there. It's boss, isn't it? I also like the fact that the pub thing works. As anybody who's been in a British pub in the past, having a beer with your mates, this is what it's like. A lot of stuff that I've seen on the net doesn't quite click with what it's supposed to be. This is absolutely 100% the way it's supposed to be. And again, this couldn't, me pissing around, putting things on a screen is not what makes it the Bears Paws. It's the people. It's always the people. It's you lot. You complete me. I know, a bit of sick came up there. But it's brilliant. The community is as good as the community is. Doesn't matter if it's me or Kirsty or Dan or Kev or anyone who's sat streaming. Angie, the same community as well. Anyone who's doing it, it's the people in the chat that make it. And without that, we wouldn't have anything. We wouldn't have anything. So, big round of applause for yourselves. You are the greatest, man. You're the greatest. Love you, man. You are great, man. Yeah, Mandy, you are. You're all great. I was struggling when I come out of hospital. I was delighted to be home, but I was struggling a bit. And then to suddenly fall across a community like this purely accidentally, of people who are so supportive and have helped me get to where I am at the moment, which is miles away from where I thought I'd be. Even though I'm not where I want to be yet, I am miles ahead of where I used to be. And it's down to the positivity and supporting people. Just, yeah, go on. You bought a guitar. Get on with it, go on. Keep practicing, keep going, keep going. It's always that good thing. If I'm ever a little bit lacking in energy or focus or something, everyone's always there with confetti cannon. Yeah, go on, confetti cannon. But it's great. And anyone who wants to be a part of it and act the way we do, have the same belief system that we do, they will only walk away from it feeling so much better. So a big round of applause to all of yourselves, to all you lovely, lovely people. Right. I need a button. No, that's Botrix is definitely bollocksed. Definitely bollocksed. So we know what's going to happen, don't we? It's not like I hide this well. It's a bit signposted, isn't it? What's going to happen? Do we not think? I'm doing a great job, and if it's not too strange a thing to observe, you can see the rehabilitation benefits. Stamina, speech. Stamina, I could not have done this for 3 hours a year and a bit ago. Not a chance. Now I can. The speech is getting better, I think. A bit less strokey, a bit more blokey. What's going to happen? What do we think? What do we think? I think it's time to get your dancing shoes on. You sexy little swines.
Another great night here at the Bears Paws. Folks, go give yourself a round of applause. We've had a good chat and told the odd joke. Now get in the hot tub for a post-stream soak.
And that's that.